Today is fine day in California.
Huh?
Choose.
From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture. Loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolves, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic Relief Crusader.
Howdy and hail, everyone. How's it going out there? Welcome. It's Friday, man. And we finally made it here. It's the end of the week. We all get to max and relax and just enjoy the long weekend. Well, at least the long weekend here up in Canada. That's going to be going on because, you know, hey, we got May long weekend. So something about a queen in England, Queen Victoria, I guess. So, you know, hey, we get a long weekend. Sorry for you guys down in the States that don't go under a monarchy, but that's okay. So I want to say hey to everybody that's here. First and foremost, Dark Helmet made it here first. I'm first, yes. So, hail, Dark Helmet. How's it going, dude? Nice to see you. We also got Lord Thoft. That's in the chat. And hail to you, Lord Thoft. We also got Sci-Fi Mombi. That's looks like hit 2,000. Like, holy dang, Sci-Fi Mombi. You're just on fire today. Hail to you, Sci-Fi Mombi. Nice to see you. And everybody's favorite Ursa is Snortapoopus Cuber. Hail to you, Snortapoopus Cuber. Nice to see you, man. Great to have you here. And everybody's favorite Lucky Penny. Penny is also in the chat. And hail to you, Penny, as she is totally enjoying all those little emojis that you can get as a member right now, right here, when you sign up and stuff like that to this channel. And who else do we got? We got Vince Womack. Hey, Vince Womack, my favorite wrench, who's also here on the YouTubes and on the Rumbles too as well. Thank you for holding down the fort, Vince. Really appreciate it and everything like that. And we also got Pop Culture Republic, and we also had the Geeky Classic Leftist Tom. Hi, roomy people. And he says hello, all says Pop Culture Republic. And who else we got here? We got tons of people. Wow. That's already made it in here. So hello, everybody. And to everybody, all my friends that are down in Texas, especially around the Houston area, like Stone Loki and everybody out there. I know there are a few other people's, like especially on the Transformer side of things, like Shoki and Sean. And man, like everybody, I hope you are safe. Please, for the love of God, be safe. And you know, hopefully if there's anything that we can do to help you guys out, hey, just ask and we will definitely try to make it happen. So I hope all of you that are listening that are in Texas are safe and you're, well, I don't want to say you're doing well, but I mean, I hope you're doing well. So because I mean, I know tornadoes can be like devastating, so it's not well on that front. Let's put it that way. You guys know what I mean. I'm not good with my words sometimes. So that being said, yeah, let's welcome everybody onto the panel, shall we?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Pop Culture Republic. You're first.
I'm number one again this
You're
week.
number one
Yes,
again.
again.
How's it going, man?
Oh,
I
it's
hope you're
going
doing
well.
okay. Man.
Yeah, I'm drying out
You're drying out.
because it
Like
was
everything?
crazy yesterday. Oh
Oh
man.
my Lord, dude. Jeez. I hope you didn't lose anything.
No, I had already done a great deal of tree trimming, so I didn't have any new trees get felled, but it was crazy straight line winds. I think it was straight line winds more than anything else.
Oh wow. Wow.
Rain, gusts,
Yeah.
massive. And I'm a fair ways away from Houston,
Oh boy.
one of the larger cities in Texas. For those who don't know, it's Houston, I think, got the brunt of it.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, hey, Canadian Spider-Man. He says at least Texas doesn't have Justin Trudeau. Just saying. Hope they fare well.
Oh yes,
That's true. So, man. And we also got the Geeky Classic left us. Tom, how's it going, man?
Good. And yes, also all the best to you, Pop. Hopefully you're safe, and
Yep.
everybody else down in Texas, you guys stay safe. And yeah, no, busy. By the way, if anybody hasn't noticed, X changed its name. It's now X.com, and it screwed up all my logins. Oh my gosh. So
Oh,
I just
God.
and I guess it's a big thing that's happened to a lot of people over an X. So
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
that's right. And I also want to send a shout out to Wendy and the entire trauma team because I almost forgot you guys are in Texas too. So I hope you guys are doing
Yeah.
well as well.
Stay
You
safe.
know, and man, I don't know if this tornado has hurt a lot of people, but man, I hope you guys there in the trauma ward are not overwhelmed whatsoever.
They're in good hands, at
honestly
least.
do.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Yeah.
and Stark of Iron, Tony Stark, is also in the chat. How's it going, man? Yes. If you were here, you would have gotten it first. So,
Hey, Pop, get it there, and that's number one with the bullets. All right, here on live.
Yes.
Well, I'll have
Oh.
you know
and hail,
that
Flip
I
City
was
Magazine.
busy doing
Oh,
my
you.
shit shower and shave this morning.
That's fun. 3 S's. Yes.
That's
Three
right, you
S's. Followed by, you know, in this day in life as a YouTuber, now it's shit shower, shave, and stream.
Yeah,
Yes,
there we
yes,
go.
yes,
4
exactly.
S's. There we go. We need to make a new anagram for that.
we do.
Shit
That's
shower
the fourth
shave.
power.
Just
Shit shower shave stream. Oh man. Oh man. Yes, and you're right, Lorthop. Yeah, hail to all the first responders in the disaster area. 100% true,
Yep.
man. So, and I think Wendy is closer to the border. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I hope so. I think she is. I'm not sure, but yeah, Wendy, I hope you guys are doing well as well, and that you guys are safe. So, and yeah, and I want to say hi to Flip City Magazine also that's here. Hail and happy Friday, they say. So hail to you guys. You know, love you guys. So yeah, so here we are. It's a Friday. So hopefully anybody that's listening in Texas, hopefully we can bring a smile to your face today, especially. And well, I mean, that being said, hail. Let's get on to some
Go!
stupid news.
Incoming.
That's right.
Incoming.
The part
This
of the
is what's happening.
show, the part of the show where we like to express all the stupid news that's going on in the world today, because, well, there's no shortage of stupidity out there. And you know what? I kind of put myself out on a limb here in this glorious little town that I'm in Carstairs, Alberta. There was a group that I discovered a couple of days ago. Basically, in Carstairs, there are quite a few like-minded people out there. And I just told them, like, hey, got a YouTube channel, and this is the kind of news that we share, like at the beginning of the show. So some stupid news of all the kind of ridiculous stuff that's going on in the world. So hopefully if anybody is in my town that is watching right now, I'm sorry. So this is what you've gleaned into the world that is this channel. So this in stupid news today, in England, I believe it is in England. This man, 24-year-old man, was fined for pretending to be a ghost by making woo sounds and waving his arms about in a cemetery. To which somebody responded, and I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you men and kids and your talking dog.
Like, gee, Scoob.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty good. If I was that judge, I would have fined him as well, but only just $1.
Exactly.
Like, there you go, kid. You're having fun, scaring people. You're probably having just doing regular old pranks.
You know, this is the kind of stupid news I enjoy.
Yes, exactly. Just having fun.
Oh my god, this guy's a hero, man. And the response is just spot on. I would have gotten away with it too. Oh my god.
His expression there says it all. His expression says, yeah, but what law did I break?
Yeah, exactly, right? Was I disturbing the peace?
Somebody was offended.
That's a pretty hard piece to disturb, but
yeah, I know, right?
Quiet down, kid. You wake the dead out here.
You're waking the neighbors. Oh my god! Like, come on, really? Honestly, how could you report a guy like this? I mean, really, honestly.
Maybe he offended people.
Talk like an idiot and look like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
His sheet was too white. He needed a diverse sheet to wear as a ghost.
Oh, that's
right.
right. Yes, that's what it is.
It needed to be rainbow or something other than white.
more inclusive. He should have been a more inclusive, trans-abled, race swapped ghost or something like that. Oh my god. Can you imagine? But aren't all ghosts white? Oh my god. I just had to throw that joke out there. So, Snorter Poopers, why would the police even waste your time with this silliness? I know, right? I don't know. It's like, somebody coming along on the phone and like, 911 speaking, hello, what was the nature of this disturbance? There's a guy with a sheet over his head.
Ghost!
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. But my god,
Scooby!
Like me, Scoob. There's some weird crap going on. Hello? Hey, dispatch. I'm in need of a police car too, man. I think there's some dude over here who's really scary. Really scary.
Ghost color depends on bedsheet color. My god. Exactly. It does. And hey, Wendy, Trauma Warriors here. Wendy, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're safe. We were just saying something for you guys. I hope all of you guys are safe. I would have used camo sheets personally, she says. So there you go. Oh my god. For some reason, says Vince Womack, for some reasons Johnny Depp sheets aren't white anymore.
Yeah,
that's true. 100%. Oh my god! But I thought this was. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. 911 would have been saying, "No, you shouldn't be calling us. Who you can call." I would have liked to see how that would have went over. So
yeah.
Oh geez, but I thought this was too hilarious not to share. So. But for other stupid news, because there doesn't seem to be a shortage of stupid news going on in Canada and and our country. Oh yes, no, it gets really good because this what I'm going to share next is a government-funded program, and as most of you know, up here in Canada, we have the our liberal government. And and Wendy says, yeah, I live 6 hours southwest of Houston in the Rio Grande Valley. Okay, well, yeah, hopefully you guys are still good then. But this is a government-funded program here in Canada, and apparently it gives instructions on how to prepare your meth pipe. So, not encouraging people to, get away from drugs and, hey, kids, stay away from drugs or anything like that. No, this is a government-funded program funded by the Liberal government to not to stay away from drugs, but basically how to probably prepare your meth pipe. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Wait, what?
Yes, exactly. So
I live in Kentucky. I live in the meth capital of the world. What?
Well, we just like to think we're a little bit more advanced than you guys in Kentucky. I'm sorry.
Well, that's not saying much.
No, that's not saying much. But step 1 is clean your hands with soap and water or alcohol swabs. Step 2, pour crystal meth into your pipe. Step 3, fit mouthpiece onto pipe. So don't forget that mouthpiece. That's important. Step 4, hold pipe and apply heat to bowl. The flame shouldn't touch the bowl. Keep heat moving around the bowl. Oh, I'm so glad that they cleared that up for me. So because, whenever I went
you gotta rotate and spin it, you gotta delegate heat. Yeah.
Exactly. You got to give it that time to cure with that heat. Step 5, once you begin to see vapor, continue heating pipe and inhale slowly, then exhale immediately. Holding in won't get you more high and can burn your lungs. And step 6, because disposing of it properly would is definitely a thing. You got to be environmentally conscious. The pipe will be very hot. Handle with care. If the pipe has a cracked chip, throw it out. Well, I'm glad that they're thinking of my safety.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
What?
My country disgusts me. We have the worst leadership.
I know.
If only we had this infographic back during the days when Coke was the rage.
I can send it to you. You can adapt it. Photoshop is a wonderful thing.
Man,
Canadian Spider-Man. No, not funny. If someone does it to your bed sheets, this is going back to the other one. Poor Johnny, he should get his shit back too. No one can be Captain Jack Sparrow like he can. Yeah, no, that's true. He also says, "Yeah, I'm sorry. What? My tax dollars are paying for what? Yes, it's true.
They're paying for that.
It's true. Our government wants us dead. There's no explanation. Exactly.
No, they have centers.
Are they going to tell them to clean between hits? No, probably not. Because apparently we got lots of cash to throw around for new meth pipes. Yeah, you definitely want to wash your hands. Germs can kill you. Yeah, that's true. So, yeah.
Never mind the drugs.
Saying, Tom.
Germs.
No, I mean, exactly. They haven't even described how to do fentanyl yet. I'm waiting for that one to come out. That's a big one that's ruining our streets right now.
I'm so glad that people in official stations can tell me how to use a meth pipe correctly. I would have never known. I mean, I would.
They hand drugs out to people. They have centers to hand them out because we don't want to wean them off quickly. Well, how about you? No, you do that. Like the stupidity of our country. I swear they're just trying to keep people numb and stupid and dead.
Now put that thing back where it came from, or so I'll say.
Exactly. Exactly. It's it also tells you the supplies that you need, just in case you want to start up or something like that. So supplies you need to smoke crystal meth safer. Okay, safer.
About safe.
Yeah, your bowl pipe, your mouthpiece, your alcohol swabs, your torch lighter.
You're gonna ruin your entire life, but you're gonna be safe.
You know what's missing? From that diagram, the actual meth.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So I don't know if anybody in Canada that calls a lighter a torch. I've never seen anybody in Canada call it that, but whatever. I'm not biased whatsoever. So this resource provides information on how to smoke crystal meth with this equipment. Talk to your local harm reduction site about it. So, but
talk to the officer and take it away from them and stop them from doing it.
But yeah, but here we go. Hey, there's even smoking tips. So avoid using alone, right? Because sharing is caring. You know, you know. Start low, go slow, sure, because you don't want to just, pow, just take it right, immediately. Know the source of your drugs, yes, because everybody should know, their dealer and and connect with them. It's all about community, of course.
Is the
So
government going with that step as well? I mean, I don't know. This is insane.
Our
Yeah,
government
it
supplies
is.
it to people. They supply it
Yep.
to people because they don't want people going off it because it can be dangerous.
Wow.
Our
That's right,
government is
Snort.
morons.
Exactly, Snort. Next, how to properly prepare your paper for doing lines of coke. Exactly. That's what I'm waiting for. So, yeah, this program was sponsored by Hunter Biden. Yeah, exactly. More than likely.
I'm President Trump, and I approve this message.
That's
Usually
right.
I could joke about anything,
So-
but I have family that's stuck like this and friends that have died for this. No, this is bullshit. Excuse my language. This ticks me off. Our government is full of morons, and this just angers me. It really does. That's the fact they feed this to the public. It should be banned to the public. It should be arrested and put them in jail for a while till they're clean and help them get help. But no, let's just keep them on it. I don't.
You want to avoid mixing substances, yeah, because I haven't leveled up to fentanyl and meth at the same time. So, and also have condoms and lube with you because yeah, you just might want to have you shouldn't be having unprotected sex. That's just bad.
For whenever you're totally tripping balls, end up fucking that beehive. The last thing you want to do is not wear protection.
That's right. You also want to connect with others because, like I said before, especially if you know where your source of drugs is coming from, because it's all about community. So, you want to connect with others. Take care of yourself. Yeah, that's a very important one because, when I feel like smoking meth, I want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. That's right. You got to be safe. That's why right now I have a bottle of water with me because it's after Ramadan and apparently I can drink water now. And yeah, I'm going to stay hydrated with water and juice and stuff like that. So, be kind to yourself and your skin. Yeah, because washing your hands is important. You don't want to get the itches and end up scratching 3 layers of skin down. And yeah, take a break. Get some sleep, drink some water. Eat something. That's important too. Because that's right.
Even though your life is ruined and you'll die anyway, but hey, go ahead, keep going.
Exactly, because you got to take care of yourself, right? So there's also mouth care. Yeah, so drink water and juice, moisten your lips with your own lip balm. Yeah, because you don't want to share lip balm with anybody else. You don't know what you're going to catch. Chew gum to keep your mouth moist. Yeah, that's important. Brush your teeth. Yeah, because nobody likes meth mouth.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So,
I can't even.
I just kissed
Come
her.
on.
Mouth. I just couldn't.
I know. Avoid infection by using your own mouthpiece. Yeah, because you don't want to share. Use your own stem and mouthpiece to prevent hepatitis C because hepatitis C is nasty. You don't want to catch that. No, you really don't. Yeah, combining substances can be dangerous. Erectile drugs like Viagra. I suppose that's why they suggested up above to have condoms and lubes with you, and other stimulants like coke. You don't want to push your body too far. Downer drugs like GHB. That's bad because you don't want to get a heart attack, and alcohol and other stimulant drugs. Yeah, no, that's bad. You don't want to go too far. Like, come on, people, use your head.
Yeah.
This is our. So no wonder so many say if Trump wins, I'm moving to Canada. Well, here you go. We have a meth program ready for you.
Yeah,
and
if
that's
our
Canada.
idiot gets
And
in
that's-
again, I'm moving elsewhere. That's for sure.
That's right. Yeah, have a good dental
we
plan
here-
because those suckers are not going to run out. Yep.
We here in the United States will provide you no less than 1 military annex as soon as China starts developing them stealth suits.
I will take that. So there you go.
Once we start getting closer to that Fallout date.
Well, you've heard, right? They might charge. They're going to charge Canadians money for leaving. Did you hear that? They're talking about you have to pay to leave the country now.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're not going
to. So you guys are literally being put in a prison that you have to pay $50 to the pot to get out of jail. Oh my god!
Oh, it's thousands of dollars.
You guys need to get some dice and start rolling. I'm telling you.
Oh, I know. Time for our leader to be gone.
That's right. And don't take your Viagra with prune juice. You don't know if you're coming or going. That's right.
Oh, Vince, that's the best one of the day. Bravo. And
Vince, I love that.
Vince always seems to have the comment of the day here.
Yeah. I know. This is why I love my chat so much. But let's see. Which one should we start off with first? Well, let's start with Marvel because why not?
Because I'm here.
Yay!
That too. Yeah, we talked about meth, and what a good segue then.
To Marvel, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
From illegal drugs to something you would wish would be illegal.
All right, I'm putting on my representative helmet.
You feel like you're on
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, because Canada, the most beautiful open air prison. Exactly. Yep. That's right. Yep. So yeah, because after you watch anything from Marvel nowadays, you wish you were on meth. So this Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts movie that's supposed to be coming out next year. Lewis Pullman teases the Sentry. Now, the actor appears on Josh Horowitz's Happy and Confused podcast.
Happy and Sad Confused. What?
Yeah. Happy and Sad Confused podcast. So apparently they don't know what they are yet. I guess they're just sorting it out. They don't know how they feel, maybe. That's probably
working on it.
Yeah. They're working on it. It's a working title, I'm guessing. So the only way one can watch the Marvels, yeah, exactly. So is being on meth.
I watch the Marvels with a little Special K and vodka, but hey, you do you.
Exactly. So why does he look like a dollar store Thor? Yeah, he does. Yeah. So, oh my god. So Thunderbolts is now filming, like we talked about a few weeks ago, and in a recent interview, Lewis Pullman teases the Sentry. Well, of sorts.
Oh,
so,
great.
Yeah,
wow.
Of sorts. So the actor appeared on. Coming. No, because first it was an Asian guy, and now I guess they're switching things up a little. So they're being brave and bold, and I guess now they're going to be showing him as a white guy. But how was that going to fare? The actor appeared on Josh's Horowitz's Happy and Sad Confused podcast, and and was asked about joining the MCU, but wouldn't confirm anything. So we said on the podcast, I think the MCU is always something that I watched and felt like is a beautiful world that is kind of untouchable. Well, probably only untouchable because nobody wants to be in it now because it's just so horribly bad. So, said
it's the
Pullman,
radiation, kids.
That's what it is. Exactly. Or it's the cheap meth that they're pulling out. Maybe we'll make that our watchword for the day, meth. So, like we did last week. I think there's something. I think there's something about joining that world that is similar to joining television, which is whenever somebody joins in, you want it to be as a character you can live in for a long time, and you want it to be an aspect of the world you want to be in. So if I were to ever get that call, it would be very important to take those things into account. Big smile. Well, Pullman, you really want to join in that dumpster fire that it is now for the past 5 years? I don't know. Yeah, there you go.
There you go, Boomer. There you go.
Yeah, Boomer's got it. The meth CU. So, oh my God. I mean, really, honestly, if anybody with half a brain cell which is about as much as Trudeau has at this point. Would anybody want to join in the MCU at this point? Seriously? No. I mean, considering how people were like dropped like flies, yeah, no, I don't want to be in, like, say, Fantastic Four, for example. You know, there's no way I want to join that dumpster fire. And I don't know, people desperate enough, like, I don't know, Pedro Pascal, for example, or what's her name, that curvy woman that wants to be Sue Storm. I mean, I don't know, making the Silver Surfer into a female Silver Surfer and
Silver Surfer,
really Silver Surfette, yeah. I mean, every time. I know. Every time I picture that, a female Silver Surfer, I'm picturing Baywatch for some odd reason. I swear to God.
If only it was that good, though. If only it was that good.
I for some odd reason, I picture, you know, like friggin', oh God, what was her name on Baywatch? Pamela Anderson.
Yeah,
I don't mind those jiggle physics. Those some good jiggle physics. I'd be fun to watch. Yes,
you know, and I'm thinking just how horrible of an I'm sorry, you know, sure she looked good on screen, but she couldn't act her way out of a wet paper bag. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but picturing something like that as a Silver Surfer, just like, no. Do I really want anybody to join in on a dumpster fire that it is now? Picturing that in my head? No. I'm sorry. Anyone?
This is all
I can't
I'll
get
say
past
on
the actress's last role in Ozark. If you ever seen the Ozark TV show, that's the actress they picked for the Silver Surfer role.
Oh God, yeah.
I've already forgotten her name.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yeah,
This
Tony,
is
you were
all I'll
saying?
say.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saving the universe. I'm sorry for keeping it going. I'm sorry for giving my life to it. I'm sorry for. I'm just sorry.
Yeah, I know.
We just wish.
Hi, Tina.
The snap should have stage snapped. So
that's right.
Thanos, buddy. We're both dead now, and I feel like we need to just meet up at a pub somewhere and talk this out. I feel like I owe you an apology as well.
Yeah.
Space is cold, so they made her nipples hard. My God. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's from just over on Vancouver Island. Yeah, I know she's Canadian, and that was probably the only attractive export that we had of the female genre. Maybe I can't think of any right now.
But you know.
So yeah, Lizzo as Surfer. Yeah, God, I hope not. So yeah, Tina says, yeah, how dare you, Pam is a mighty actress.
Now, if we get Lizzo as the Surfer, then Galactus don't even need to eat the planet. He can just eat her and be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that'd be okay. You know, problem solved.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
but
planet for planet.
Yeah, exactly. So she's big enough to be Ego herself. So hey, we got a new Ego. There we go. So, you know, because this is supposed to be Sentry, it's supposed to be Marvel's answer to basically their own Superman, right?
Yeah,
you know,
and he is one of the most powerful characters in Marvel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And or is he compared to, you know, Captain Marvel of the MCU?
Oh, you know they're gonna totally fuck him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they gotta nerf his powers because there's no way he can be stronger than Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah,
that's right. Totally and hey, Taylor Swift greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU and Doctor Who.
Matt G's name keeps getting longer and longer.
I know, it gets longer. Hey Matt, nice to see you, man. So yeah, the girl from Dark Angel was also great Canadian female export. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, she was. I'll give you that. Yeah, but yeah, there's no way they put him one step higher than Captain Marvel. You know, There's no way. Yeah, that's no Moon. That's Lizzo. Jeez. Oh my God.
Got a bad
Sentry
feeling about
has
this.
the power
Yeah,
to
exactly.
make anything real. That's his power.
Exactly.
He can basically will something to happen, and it happens.
Yep. I'd like to
And-
see him then go
yeah.
toe to toe with Scarlet Witch. Then that can control probability and whatnot. That would be an interesting fight to see.
One of the few
Well,
people that
again,
can
he
handle
would lose.
Sentry is actually
Yeah.
Domino because of just her ability to manipulate fortune and luck.
That's true too.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. So, I mean, what are the chances that he's going to upstage Scarlet Witch on top of that, right? Yeah, I don't think so.
No
Because, I mean,
more mutants.
yeah, because that's the problem, right? They don't want strong men characters anymore. Everybody has to be upstaged by diverse, stronger women. And not that I got anything, like we said on this show multiple times, not that there's anything wrong with strong female characters. It's just when you just nerf it and make it just so blatantly obvious that it has to be that way, then everybody loses, basically. So Tina says, yeah, if they make Silver Surfer female, they like to change things. They might make him the plaid surfer. Oh God, can you imagine? Jeez.
I mean, the Breaker of Worlds Hulk is considered one of the most strongest too. It's really been never one. I mean, he's scary strong, but astrologically. But yet, I wouldn't even see him in the universe. They make Hulk look like an idiot. They've never made Hulk
exactly
on this current iteration.
Can you make an actress out of Brie Larson? No, that's not possible. I'm sorry.
Vince Womack, I actually had asked this question to something of even greater power. Are you familiar with the magic dragon Shenron? I gathered the dragon.
There we go.
Yes.
I set them down. I summoned him, and he said, "State your wish. I would like you to make an actress out of Brie Larson, please."
That is beyond my power.
Exactly. Oh my God. But Horowitz then showed Pullman a pic of the Sentry. What a beautiful costume, replied Pullman, who also reacted to the blonde hair of the character is known for in the comics. Yes, look at those locks. My God, he said as he took off his hat and showed Horowitz his own locks. The two also discussed what is the best superpower, where Pullman said he thinks it's shapeshifting because the shapeshifter could copy anyone's power, which saw Horowitz tease Pullman confirmed the Sentry must be a shapeshifter in the movie.
Oh, no.
No, he's not.
He's not my being, but just...
He's like AKA Superman of Marvel, with a little added twist. But he's not a shapeshifter.
What did they call whatchamacallit? A gene shifter now?
Yeah, I was about to say. No, at least he's not a gene shifter.
Yes, like Mystique.
He's just a shapeshifter.
No,
he's just
no.
That's right.
No.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, wait, didn't they say their thing is not reading comics and knowing the source material? They can't do that?
Oh, exactly.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You can't go back to that. That's
they won on that count.
Yeah, that's right.
There's only so much whiskey I can drink at this hour.
What the hell did I imagine Surfer with a kilt on? Yeah, that's right. Hey, thief and begorra, I'll be using my power cosmic to be stopping you said villains out there. God. Freak, if they do that, oh my God, all hope is lost. Well, it's pretty much lost at this point. So, but this is how he would look like, which ain't bad. I'll give it that. As with, his face plastered on Sentry's costume. And I will admit, that doesn't look too bad.
No.
Too bad. But again, he's not a shapeshifter.
They will nerf him. You know they will.
You know what? Maybe give him a shave. That's pretty much it, I'm thinking. Yeah. But Oh God, MCU. This is why I don't read their comics
You gotta
anymore.
remember, itty bitty little Brie Larson needs to be able to arm wrestle a guy 5 times her size.
Oh, that's right.
And win easily.
And win. Exactly.
Without
Well,
effort.
that's the other thing, because Brie Larson isn't coming back.
Thank
Because
the good God,
Oh, that's right.
yeah. So I don't think we really have to worry about Brie Larson ever coming back as Captain Marvel anyway. So
They still need to keep her.
I'm sure
around
they'll
long enough.
embiggen another ego or two, but
Yeah, they still need to keep her around long enough to introduce Rogue, and then
Right.
introduce the X-Men.
Exactly. Maybe
Oh,
we'll get another
is
Rogue
Captain
gonna
Marvel
touch
that
her?
way.
Yeah, since
I
they don't
hope
read
Rogue
comic
actually
books.
absorbs her powers. I hope in this
Yeah.
version Rogue just kills her by touching her. That would be so great.
I'd be okay
But
with
since
that.
they read comic books, they won't know the significance of bringing those two characters together.
Right. Exactly. Because pretty much everybody has a 5-second TikTok memory span nowadays. So they probably wouldn't remember that. Yeah. Oh, and hey, Al, how's it going, man? Yeah, get rid of the beard. Exactly.
Yes, agreed.
I'm okay with that. Get rid of the beard. So, and for all of you, yeah, hey, Al Nickerson's second book is out now. So I'm going to put a link in the description soon enough. So if you guys want to get his book, the second book is out now. You can order it now. And on top of that, you can get a special limited edition Trump 2024 cover as well. And the first 100 people that order will get it autographed and numbered on top of that. So I will add that link in the chat pretty soon, so you can get it now. But yeah, definitely get rid of that beard. God, I just don't.
Well,
So
I mean, it looks like an Amish neckbeard. I mean,
yeah, he kind of does. He reminds me of one of the guys from Nickelback.
it's like he's like
Chad
my
Kroger.
name is the
Yeah,
Sentry.
he does.
Yeah,
He
for
does.
I'm a
people
little-
who don't know the comic book character, there'll be too many mundane people going, is this another version of Thor?
Yeah, the normies
Yeah.
are going to be confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, there is the link in the chat right there for any of you guys that want to order Al Nickerson's book, which is out right now. So Sword of Eden, which is book 2, the graphic novel. So if you order now, the standard cover is $14.99, and the special limited variant cover, Trump 2024 cover, is $29.99. On Big Cartel on his page right there. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, go ahead and support a good artist with a good message, because we're seriously lacking in that nowadays. So, but yeah, he does look like Chad Kroger from
He's like hi,
from
my name is
Nickelback.
Sentry. I'm here
Yeah.
to fix your wagon. Hey,
Yeah.
my wife quilts a nice set of blankets, you know. Hey, that
You know-
looks like harvest season. I might as well manifest another bond before the end of the day.
you know what he reminds me of? Remember the Bob Newhart show?
Yeah.
Remember Daryl? Remember Daryl?
Daryl.
Hi, my name's Daryl. This is
My name's Daryl.
Yeah, this is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl. You know,
Yeah, Larry, Daryl, and Daryl. Yep.
Larry Daryl. Yeah, Larry Daryl. Yeah, hi, I'm Larry. So yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Larry from the Bob Newhart show. Oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, discount superhero. There we go. So he goes on to say, I haven't looked into Sentry. Ooh, there we go. Look at that.
Duh.
I haven't looked into Sentry. Well, we kind of
Okay.
figured at that point. Yeah. So the watchwords, people. First time I've heard his name, tease Pullman. Oh my God. Yeah. So there we go. I know. The Sentry sounds like a snaky shapeshifter kind of vibe if you read the comics.
No,
If you read the comics, see, this is what I'm talking about.
people have
Sounds like
absolutely
a
no
snake.
idea.
I
Idiot.
know. The Sentry sounds like a snaky shapeshifter kind of vibe if you read the comics. Well, you didn't read the comics because you just admitted I haven't looked into Sentry. First time I've heard this name. What?
The two sentences cancel each other out.
I know, right? Oh my God.
Like on one hand, I haven't done this, but on the other hand, I have.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. See what I'm talking about, folks? Like, oh my God.
Just
Why
put
are we
a bunch
failing
of
in the box
ideas
office?
on.
You don't know the source
Yeah, just put
material.
a bunch of ideas on 3x5 index cards, tape them to the wall, and throw darts.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much.
That's right. So there you go, Phantom Boomer. Who's Lewis Pullman? Exactly. Nobody knows.
Who? Who?
Nobody. Who?
Okay, in 2 months, save us, Deadpool. Save us, Ryan.
Yeah,
Please.
exactly right.
At least you know source material.
God.
Ah.
No,
I don't even
exactly.
know.
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
You know, exactly. Oh,
I
nobody
don't know.
knows.
I kind of have my doubts if Deadpool can change the course of the ship.
I hope.
The
I'm
ship
just
is
hoping-
headed for running
that's what I'm
aground.
wondering. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
At least I'll enjoy a great Deadpool film. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
That's true. It's so true. So anyway, so Horowitz also tried to get Pullman to talk about his audition, questioning if it happened after Stephen Yeun departed the role. But again, Lewis Pullman wouldn't give anything up. Well, he wouldn't be able to give anything up because he doesn't even know what the character is.
Doesn't know what he doesn't know anything aside from maybe
Sounds
going
like a
there
sneaky
and saying,
shifter.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
exactly,
Saying,
right?
He probably went there and said something like, "Here, I'm here for the role I'm going to get."
Yeah. But Pullman often also says he gets mistaken for an older Tom Holland. Like,
What?
what? Really? Does this look like an older Tom Holland to you?
No.
To
Hey,
anybody?
hey, Morty,
No.
Morty, get in here! Oh, jeez, what? Does that look like an older Tom Holland? He kind of looks Amish. I know he looks fucking Amish. Moving on.
Like, really? Does this
Yeah.
look like an older Tom Holland? No.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
These are not the tiny dragon, the naughty dragon. The MCU isn't circling the drain. It got flushed down the toilet after Endgame. Exactly. And Flip City, okay, yeah, popping back out, y'all. Have a great Fantastic Friday. Yeah, no problem.
Take
Flip
care,
City,
all.
we'll be
Yeah.
plugging you too, so don't worry. We'll be getting to you. So. Lord Thought is just laughing his arse off right now. Jeez. But God,
it's apt
almighty.
in some odd way that this followed the Canadian meth story, because you'd have to be
Yes.
on drugs for this to make any kind of sense.
I
pretty
know,
much.
right? See,
He only knew
you
how
know
many
why.
drugs I was on right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice when I can actually segue some stupid news into a story like this. So it just
green for later, but yeah,
it's so copacetic. It's just unbelievable. So, God. But
my soul actually.
it does. It really, really honestly does. So my small taste of interrogation of Lewis Pullman about playing Sentry in Thunderbolts. Let's see if we can have a look at this tweet right now. Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks retarded. So, and I'm going to say retarded because that's what it actually is. So, this movie is going to be such a bomb, as we kind of knew what it was going to be anyway. So, yeah, so Thunderbolts gets released a year from now, just a little under a year from now, on May the 2nd, in 2025. And does it really
Don't
matter?
forget your Kool-Aid, kids.
Exactly. So, oh my God, looks like Ironcaster, no offense, Caster, if you should see this. Exactly. Oh Lord. But man, because we discussed this before about Thunderbolts. You know, Yelena, the new Black Widow, she's going to be leading, even though technically it should be Bucky or
Yep.
US Agent, because they got the most experience. You know, you got an ex-commie that's joining, who shouldn't even really be there, because, you know, the United States is just famed for their capitalism and stuff like that, and he's full-blown communist. So you got oh my God. Then you got Taskmaster, who isn't really Taskmaster. It's just basically a gender swap Taskmaster. And then you got
Gender
Ghost.
swapped, robotic, mute, and Taskmaster.
Exactly. Then you got Ghost from Ant-Man 2. Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2. That basically nobody knows about whatsoever, or nobody cares.
Nobody knows. Nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be another flop.
Yep.
Bucky should be in charge because he's a super soldier. Simple, straight out. And he's got
But
army
they've
experience.
never given Bucky any credit for anything. They didn't pass the shield to him. It would have made sense. It would have given him a nice redemption arc.
Yep.
He rivaled Cap in strength and fighting ability.
Yes.
In the fights, like this guy could easily lead any army. Like
he alone could beat everyone else on that roster
100%.
there.
100%.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you got the reject Seinfeld cast member, Elaine, so who nobody even knows why she's even in this whatsoever. Like I don't know why she even bought. I don't know. Is she supposed to be like what's her name from Suicide Squad? Is she like the Marvel equivalent? Because that's what it seems like.
That's what I'm wondering. Is this is this the MCU stab at a Suicide Squad? Like, hey, look, we can do it too.
That's what it seems like. It really honestly does. So
nothing here draws me in. Nothing there makes me excited to see this movie or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
Movie or whatever it's going to be.
I mean, we've got a year away. They could say, well, we've got too much material for a 2-hour movie. We might as well make it a limited series on whatever network it's going to wind up on. A lot can change in a year.
That's true. Well, because remember when they were announcing phase 3 of the Marvel of the MCU, right? And they announced Inhumans, an Inhumans movie. Remember that? Like way back? Right. They were going to bring in the Inhumans movie. That's right. And that didn't go through. And what ended up happening, they put it on ABC as like, what was it, like 10 episodes or something like that? As a failed miniseries that was on, I think it was ABC, and that just did dismally bad.
And the only tie-in that it could officially have was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and there was no tie-ins with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like they talked about it. Hey, we may have Coulson, we may have Daisy, we may have May, we may have like a cameo appearance.
Yeah,
but we didn't even get that.
Exactly, Tina. Yeah, no, you didn't even get that. They shaved off Medusa's hair, so it's like she's pretty much useless.
I was just thinking that. It's like, what's the point? What is the point?
Maximus was just, just basically mid-level nuts. That was about it. And this is just so horrible. It was so horrible. You might as well just try to do it that way. Just make it a Disney Plus miniseries. Don't even bother putting this out on the big screen because, only a handful of. I'm just going to say this. Only a handful of fans probably really enjoyed Thunderbolts when the issues came out in the mid 90s. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. I didn't really read it. So go ahead, Tony. Sorry.
X-Force. It was the same vibe as X-Force. Like who read X-Force a lot,
Yeah.
When they had to put Deadpool into X-Force to make him relevant.
Exactly. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So, Desperate needs to stock up on booze for this one. Yeah, that's true.
Let's be honest. Some of us will watch it just for the fans to give our opinion, so the rest of you don't have to.
Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of YouTubers taking notes on how to bitch about this one. That's who's going to be the theater.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. Canadian Spider-Man. Yeah, is that a fan spoof of Thunderbolts? Yeah, this kid, that can't be real. It is real. Oh, it is so real because it's getting a release date on May 2nd, 2025, next year.
Right.
So
coming to a screen next year, whether small or big, we don't know.
Yep. We don't know. But that's what I'm saying. You know, you're going to introduce Sentry into this, that the Tom Holland lookalike.
I'm not bringing Rick back out for that.
I'm sorry. I just got to chuckle at that one. The Tom Holland lookalike.
Oh, wait. I got somebody that gets bad jokes. Hold on.
This joke is definitely below my pay grade. Back to you, Crusader.
Exactly. That's right. You know, but I mean, look at it this way. Okay, even if okay, this comes out onto Disney Plus, right? If for some reason they knew this is going to be a bomb, which it will be, you know, guaranteed it will be, right? You know, mark my words. You know, hey, we're all hearing this now. We're all going to remember this now, so that this is going to be obviously a big giant bomb. I mean, you know, people like, you know, like for example, the actor that plays Bucky, right? He was okay with a TV show, you know, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He was okay of accepting a pay grade like that, right? So was the guy that ends up being U.S. agent, right? He was okay with getting a pay cut like that, right? Buddy that plays Red Guardian, right? Well, obviously he's used to a lower pay grade, like because, you know, he's on Stranger Things and stuff like that. So you know what? Just put it out on streaming. That's all you can do, because there's no way that this is going to be a blockbuster movie.
No.
So that's right.
There's
and free Matt Pipes given out of the premiere. Precisely.
Yeah, there's nothing here to have general appeal to the masses. I mean, if to get any kind of box office draw, you have to have something that will bring the non-comic book reading audience in, and there's nothing here.
No,
that's right. Oh, and hey, Nupurial Lifeform, how's it going, man? Just happened to stumble by. How are you, panel and chat? Cheers,
Hello.
Michael. Well, thanks, man. Nice that you can stop by. So stick around, dude, because there's a lot of fun to be had, especially on this channel. But yeah, no, you might as well just put it to streaming. Nobody cares. These are like, you know, B class heroes at best.
Yeah.
You know,
and honestly, I think superhero properties are probably best suited for the small screen, especially when you have larger storylines. It's best to tell them in 10 to 15 episodes. There's only so much you can cram into a 2-hour movie.
That's right.
Like Dark Phoenix.
Now, I'll say this. Bucky could have been ahead of his own film. I really think they could have did a lot with Bucky if he was done right from the beginning.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
He should have been. He should have been.
Yeah. Let's see. Loved your interview with Pops. Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah. If you haven't checked out my interview, then go check out Pops. It's on his member stream. So thanks, Lifeform. I appreciate that. But yeah, there's no way they're gonna make him, you know, like pretty much the Superman-esque type of character that he's supposed to be, you know. Guaranteed they'll probably make him out to be the bad guy, more than likely. It wouldn't surprise me. And exactly, he'll be nerfed. Yelena will probably take him down because of course, along with Taskmaster and Ghost, you know, watch them. You know, Sentry will probably accidentally think that these are the bad guys, and he'll probably take out Winter Soldier, because remember, they're going to be sending Bucky off on his way, right? Going to kill him off. They're going to have a respectable cast off for him. Remember that was mentioned? So Sentry will probably kill off Winter Soldier.
Even though he should have the shield, but I digress.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
That's right. And that's more than likely what will happen. And hey, John, nice to see you, man. Great that you're here.
You know, I just shudder to think if the people behind the MCU now ever got a hold of, say, Image, trying to create an Image cinematic universe, what would they do to Supreme?
Oh wow,
yeah, because Supreme is Image's Superman. It's if they're going to nerf Sentry,
Oh yeah,
We
100%.
should probably be thankful that the damage being done is to DC and Marvel and not, say, Image or Valiant or anything related to any of the other smaller publishers.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't because
The damage, the damage is being
Yes.
contained. The damage is
That's
being
right.
contained.
Exactly.
No, Todd needs to keep them in. Dead.
Yeah.
Nobody can touch. Nobody can
Yeah.
touch my Spawn. Spawn.
Yeah.
It needs no. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to this horror film. Not movie. Yeah.
Corporeal life form. Any hope for the MCU? Haven't watched any since Endgame except for Spider-Man. No, that's
No,
the
That was the
plain
only good
and
one
simple
since
answer.
then.
There's
So that was a good one.
no hope. No
Not
hope.
so much. Not with the
No.
current crop of people behind the MCU.
And oddly
Let's
enough,
put it
that
this
Spider-Man
way.
film was the only good one since then. So
Yes, you know what? Because the other night, the extended version was on Netflix, and I watched it the other night because it included a lot of deleted scenes and expanded scenes and stuff like that. And that's even more fun watching it a second time. Well, more like a third or fourth time.
And when I think of MCU, I find myself thinking back to Phase 1, Iron Man, Captain America,
Hulk.
Thor.
That was Edward Norton's Hulk.
Yeah.
So
Phase 1, Phase 2. That was probably the peak, and they've been going downhill ever since. And they're continuing.
I have
to go
both
down.
box sets for Phase 1 and Phase 2. I have been tempted to buy Phase 3, but I probably will. But after that, I'm not getting anything else. So
it's just the law of diminishing
the
returns
Infinity
there.
Saga is all you need from Star Wars.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Outside
Nuporial,
of Spider-Man No Way Home, which is not in the Infinity Saga, but is definitely
it's adjacent. I'll give it that, and that's about it.
Like I'll buy all the Spider-Man
No.
separate, but after that, no.
Yeah, because what they did to the Eternals, Jack Kirby, the Eternals, that was an abomination. What they did with Shang-Chi, like the most useless character you could probably think of,
Never
where they go
seen
to
it.
the land, where they go to the land of Pokemon, that was just a bomb. Love and Thunder was just a complete and utter joke.
That was a
Don't
waste
even
of time. That's 2
don't
hours
even
I'll never
bother.
get back.
I know.
Hemsworth actually apologized for that film. He's actually been apologizing
Yes.
for that.
Oh,
He's like,
I
"I'm
know.
sorry." I was like,
there was only one performance in that entire fuck stain of a film that merits any attention, and that's Christian Bale, because he, regardless of what role he's in, he always puts his best foot forward. And
exactly,
if they had
that's
Christian
true.
Bale be Gore in something else, it would have been super fucking rad.
Oh,
Yep.
Totally, 100%. So, no, there's no hope right now. But that being said, seeing how
Let's
we're a
hope that
little over
will
the halfway
crash and
mark.
burn and be sold off to somebody who cares. There's hope.
That's right. So, seeing how we're a little over the 1 hour mark, pretty much the halfway through, we're just going to do our little segment with Thoughts from the Throne with Rancor Steve. So,
Yay, Steve.
this week, here is your thought from the throne from Rancor Steve.
I love that.
Guys, if you build something for your girlfriend or wife, she'll find that extremely attractive. I know, it works.
I love that.
And there you go. There's your thought from the throne from Rancor Steve.
Does it work
So,
if you don't have a woman though? And do I have to wear a bear costume to get somebody?
Probably.
Yeah, seems
Yes.
like now they want bears. So yeah.
I'm so glad that we have that segment because I can actually go and use the bathroom. Wait, what?
There we go. It's helped to
See,
loosen
everybody
things up
goes to the bathroom at the same time with Steve. That's how you connect.
Exactly.
It's
That's how
like,
you
damn, every week I'm hoping for a thought from the throne. I see what you did there. So, but it's true. You know, every time whenever I build something for my wife, she just like wow, that's like so awesome. It's just such a turn on. I'm like, really? Apparently it's a thing. So there you go.
I just keep thinking of the time that Homer tried to build a spice rack.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah. That's
this shit's falling apart, and Marge's like, at least you tried, honey.
That's right. But also, I want to share for everybody that's in the chat. As you can see or did see, Flip City Magazine was also here. And so, hey guys, in the description and also right now there in the chat, there is a link to Flip City Magazine, the kind of magazine that you definitely want to get, which pokes fun at people on the left and the right on top of that. So they are the cracked and the mad magazine of our time. So if you want to check out something that is stupendously funny and that pokes fun at everybody out there, check out Flip City Magazine, and when you use the coupon code to get your 1-year subscription, use the coupon code CRC, which stands for Comic Relief Crusader, to get 10% off of your subscription to Flip City Magazine. You will definitely not regret it whatsoever. So they got copious amounts of little cartoons in there that you guys will find funny and enjoy. Plus, also seeing how we have our illustrious Al Nickerson, that's also in the chat, probably still. Right now, like I said, I put the link out earlier in the chat for you to check out, which is actually right now, Sword of Eden, and Al Nickerson's book, book 2, that's out right now that you want to pick out. Is out now for you guys. You can still pick up book number 1, and book number 2 is out right now. And while you're at it, I will also share that screen as well for him, which is on his Big Cartel page. You can go ahead and check it out. So the first graphic novel is $19.99. So if you want to pick up the first book, it's still there available for you. Plus the second book, which is there in the middle, for $14.99, which is volume 2, Shinobi. And if you want to get the limited edition Trump 2024 variant cover, that is $29.99. All of them, the first 100 to order right now, will have it signed and delivered to you and numbered as well for everybody out there that wants to get the book. So if you want a good book, something actually good to read, not the marble schmuck that we're used to getting like nowadays, but if you want to actually have a good read and a fun read on top of that, he actually does a Jack Kirby homage in his book, which I love. It's awesome. Then pick up the book, Sword of Eden, volume 1 and volume 2. That's out right now. So there you go. So helping out Al, he's an awesome dude. So, and so is Flip City Magazine. So, and mention my contribution, Mike. Oh, okay, fine. I will. Okay, I'm usually not one for just saying, hey, look at me, but I know, I did a little contribution for Al Nickerson and his book. So it's nothing huge, but if you look here, this is the inside page there, with all the wonderful details in there. I helped out with the Shinobi logo design on the book, on the Shinobi book. So there you go. My little contribution to comics. So Shinobi logo designed and created by Mike Lorber, freelance graphics. So, and printed in Canada too. There you go. Nice. So there you go. My little contribution to Al's book. Go read it. Go have fun. Enjoy reading something good for a change. Which is his comic. I swear to God, like the first issue, I couldn't put it down. I read that whole book in a day. And it's a fun read. It's a really good fun read. So check it out. Links there in the chat. I'll put the links out again in the chat for you guys, whether you're watching on the YouTubes or Vince Womack, thankfully, is sharing it on the Rumbles as well. So there's the link to Flip City Magazine, and again, there is the link for Al Nickerson for his book. So,
and you got about 28 viewers over at X, so I shared them over there as well. Hey, you never know. Just keep the love alive.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So
yeah. And for all 32 of you guys listening right now on X, then hop on the channel on the YouTubes or on the Rumble and
subscribe.
And subscribe. Yes. And I would appreciate that very much because it helps this channel grow. And we will bring out more independent voices to all of you guys out there so you can peruse of what they have. So there you go. So, but now we get into the next article of the show that's going on right now. So let's get. So the next article that we have up here is getting into anime, and we all love anime. Yes, because if anything, the Japanese do not take guff from Americans and the American entertainment industry or anything like that. And that being said, because I love Trigger Studio, just the animation that they put out is just wow. So, and if any of you guys are not familiar with Studio Trigger, they put out, well, I mean, before they became Studio Trigger, they put out Tekken Toppa Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill. There's
Kill la Kill is awesome. I love that. That was
Kill la Kill is awesome.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
They had a couple of segments of Star Wars Visions, the first season that they put out for Star Wars Visions, of 2 episodes that they actually did. 2, actually, which was actually really, really well done. So these guys in Japan get it. 100%. They get it. And the creator of Kill la Kill and a lot of other anime defends fan service in anime. If we make the work completely sterile, people's immunity will be weakened and they will die. That's putting it bluntly. So, because there are times where you got to, how should I put it? You got to not just push the envelope when it comes to storytelling in anime or even comics here in North America. And I'm not saying that you have to go like all out and, make it offensive or anything like that. Not talking about that whatsoever. We're talking about, not shelling for the message and not having to, pander to a certain type of minority that wants everything their way.
Yeah.
If you get my drift. Yeah. So.
What if we were to drift to get?
Oh, there we go. Then that counts. Yeah. So, and if you watch Gurren Lagann, you get 2 good reasons to watch. Exactly. 100%. And that's such an awesome anime. So, in the opinion of Kill la Kill creator Kazuki Nakashima, while there exists a growing opposition among audiences to the concept of risque anime fan service, he and his fellow creators should dare to take on the stigma and keep including such content in their works. Well, because of anything, especially when it comes to Trigger Studio, yeah, they do like pushing an envelope. So, but it's not in the way that. Oh, how do we explain it?
There's no nudity in Kill la Kill, but the outfits are very risque. Very risque.
They are. Yes. They are.
Hot.
Right.
Totally hot. Like,
yeah. But you don't look at it. You don't look at it in a, how should I put it? In a sexualized kind of way. It looks sexualized, but it's not for that purpose.
It's badass.
It's badass. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is.
The fight scenes are amazing. Like, whoa.
Oh, if anything, Studio Trigger knows how to make an awesome fight scene.
Oh,
I swear.
So good.
But the thing is, Nakashima, who in addition to Studio Trigger original series, is also known for penning such favorite productions such as Gurren Lagann, Promare, which is actually a really good anime. And they took things with another level with Promare. Because normally, like for example, in anime, you get the outline of the character, right, which is normally done as black outline. Promare is like completely different. There's like hardly next to none of that. It's very pastelish kind of colors, and it's done actually very well. Kamen Rider W and Kamen Rider Force offered his thoughts on the titillating topic during a May 2024 interview given alongside series director Hiroyuki to Japanese outlet Fibri in reflection of Kill la Kill's 10th anniversary. And it's kind of hard to believe that it's been 10 years since that
10
series
years,
came
yeah.
out.
I just started watching a few years ago. I get the game even. It's so fun. So yeah.
I know, right? So the thing is, here it is with this, right? At one point, met with the observation from the outlets Shitaro Miya, as machine translated by D. Bell, that the production of the over-the-top and bombastic style of the fashion-centric Seinen series was only possible because it was made 10 years ago. Imashi confirmed his host's assessment and admitted, nowadays, we have to think a little more about what we can't make. For example, the exposure of skin, to which Nakashima added, I think even I would have to restrain myself to doing a full body depiction of Mako. So, yeah, there are times they probably maybe admit now that maybe they took things a little bit too far, but that they would have to probably restrain themselves. But maybe it's because of the day and age that we're living in. But it's maybe a little bit of a shame, but I think that they have a good reason for it. So, I don't think they said today's audiences would tolerate a peek into a bathroom. He admitted with a laugh. I think I would have to make an excuse to do it more carefully. This person's life is at stake like that, which, I get that mode of thinking, right? Because I suppose nowadays we do live in a very sensitive age. Maybe that's it. What are your thoughts?
I was going to say High School of the Dead, but that was almost even older than that. So yeah, and
High School of the Dead's amazing. Oh my
yes.
God. Psycho.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just that kind of stuff still exists, and I'd say push the envelope myself. But then again, I'm not for the modern ideals, so of hiding that kind of stuff. It's just stupid.
Yeah. And the thing is, even like I said before that, even 10 years ago watching this, it's not like fans were like drooling like the majority of fans. I'm just going to say the majority of fans were just, drooling away, doing things in the privacy of their own room. Let's put it that way. It was just, you get what I'm saying.
Never underestimate the spending power of a horny teenager looking for something to wake to.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, Canadian Spider-Man. Yeah, we live in a snowflake age.
They were trying to use the one-handed infinity. Oh wait, it is only one-handed. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. It was
infinity and beyond.
Yeah, it was just something that Studio Trigger was pushing an envelope, but it wasn't to make light of near blatant nudity. Let's put it that way. Or to super over sexualized a character in a perverted type of manner. It was
Were
just
they hot?
done,
Yes, but it was good action. It was a good story too. Actually, I really enjoyed the anime. It was really well done.
It was just kind of over the top, kind of silliness.
Yes, yeah.
Of the way the costumes.
Yeah, one of the things they did
the characters
was
were designed.
One of the things they did
was
was
such a
poke
nerd.
fun at the tropes found in anime. You had the magical girl trope. You had the transfer student with magical abilities on a mission trope. You had them poking fun at Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
The Dragon Ball Z style fights.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, it was kind of like Project A-ko back in the 80s, if you remember that anime, which poked fun at every anime trope that there was at that time. And Kill la Kill pretty much did the same thing. Yeah, like what you were saying, Pop Culture Republic, you know, making fun
Who
of like
remembers Excel Saga? You want to talk about parody?
Yeah.
Shinju
You know-
Tenge is one of my favorites. And once again, that school, a lot of them came out of schools and they were fighting clubs. That was a regular trope in most of them. So
Yeah.
that was one of my favorites. It's like, oh yeah.
No.
I believe the word you were looking for was yeah, litigious. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, like a 30-minute power-up scene. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Right?
Stronger. Screaming
Yeah.
stronger. Yeah.
I know.
You spend
right?
spend about 3 or 4 or 5 episodes powering up, and finally you get to the episode. Oh, they're going to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the
Yes.
episode where they fight. Ooh.
So let's take a minute and a half, power
Yeah.
up transition, and show every curve and every nook
Yeah.
and cranny that we could possibly cram in there. It's because it's a funny homage to like stuff like, I don't know, Sailor Moon. I'm just pulling that one out of a hat. You know,
No, that
and-
fits
and-
a magical girl trope. I mean,
It
there's
does.
several different common tropes found in anime where you've got fights, you got the magical girl, you have superpowers or abilities, you have
Yeah.
isekai. They were poking fun at everything. Fan service is going to be in anime. If you're on the prudish side, you always have the option of not watching it.
That's
Exactly.
right. Exactly.
Whether you're coming from the left or from the right, there's quite a few anime I don't watch because I'm on the prudish side myself. It's there. You just gotta watch for it and avoid it if you want to avoid it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
precisely. So then pressed by a likewise jovial Mia, wouldn't it be better to just cut the bath scene? Nakashima smiled in return. If you ask me if the bath peeking scene is interesting after all the logic I put into it, I would say it's not that interesting. So I think I would cut it. So it's like in a way of kind of like, self-censoring. Would I do it now? Well, no, probably not. But I think, maybe because, he's looking at it from an older lens, let's put it that way now, right? Rather than, when he was younger and just wanting to be, probably just bold or something like that. I mean, let's face it, something like this, okay? Yeah, we know it's especially if you put it out nowadays in a North American market. Oh my God, like heads would flip.
Let's use a term you know very well. It's very titillating. So
yes, it's very titillating, but it's
Oh my!
I know, but that's the thing. It's poking fun at every anime trope of battling girls. Basically.
Oh, she makes fun of the outfit. She hates that outfit at first. She's like, "What the hell is that?" Oh my gosh, it's like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. But
Funny
yeah,
in her
that's the
reaction.
thing. She hates the outfit.
Yeah.
She just hates it, and that's the thing. It pokes fun at like, again, I'm gonna say Sailor Moon, for example. I mean, like, come on, those girls had skimpy sailor costumes, for God's
Yes.
sake, short dresses and stuff like that. So. Yeah, we all used to be younger and yeah, naughtier. That's right. Exactly.
Wait, used to be. What are you talking about? No, anyway.
Hey, Vince, you're looking a bit prudish over there. You can go ahead and say horny.
You could do that. Yeah, you probably could do that. But yeah, and in one sense, I get where he's coming from. Where he's now a little older. Would I do it now? Probably not. Maybe because of based on the world we live in now. But would I change any of it as it is? No, because that's what it was at the time, right? You know, that was the fun part about it. That's what got them on the map. That's what got them the jobs. You know, of putting out films. You know, that's kind of how they got recognized. So, of just poking fun at everything in their culture. That's the joy of anime. Turning his thoughts to the general discourse surrounding fan service, the storied Japanese entertainment writer lightheartedly asserted, after all, we are making a commercial work and we want the audience to see it. We don't care if people say, I don't understand, but we probably don't want them to feel unnecessarily uncomfortable. But on the other hand, if we make the work completely sterile, people's immunity will be weakened and they will all die. Therefore, there is a way of thinking that we should dare to take on the stigma and transmit harmful things. Your thoughts?
Now, obligatory panty shots, that's a common thing in all those. And well, I'll go back to the High School of Dead when they said the shower scene, like in episode 5 or 6, there's one shower scene, and you're like, okay, I'm oddly uncomfortable. The teacher's inviting the students to have a shower. So, okay, that was weird. That was like, that was really weird. That was, whoa. And, you know, but besides that, that was also a very fun series, very good storytelling and stuff. Just like this, I enjoyed Kill la Kill a lot. It was actually an interesting story. Her friend Ryuko was hilarious. And always feeding her food and stuff. Just, oh my gosh, like just the hilarity in this series. But it was fun. Were they sexy? Yeah. So what? What's wrong with that? Nothing. But I liked it for the actual action, and there was actually a cool story to it.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the other thing about anime too. You know, whenever there are these bathhouse sequences, right? You know, like for example, like in Kill la Kill or like in Gurren Lagann, because I do remember one episode where they go to this bathhouse and stuff like that. And it could be any anime whatsoever, right? I mean, yeah, there's always that, like in My Hero Academia, it's the same thing, right? You know, there's always one guy, like, you know, one pervy guy that, you know, tries to sneak a peek. And, you know, generally the females are always, you know, pretty much like always covered up in one way or another, right? But the guy always gets caught. You know, there's always that
he turns
little...
into a little chibi, so he's like,
yeah,
the Master Roshi gag, Jiraiya, yeah, you know,
yeah, Jiraiya.
I mean, Roshi was an ultimate perv. We know that, but yeah, he was an innocent man. He would never.
I was one of the best martial artists in my day.
Exactly. You know, but they always get caught, which always gives that message, you know, hey, come on, don't be a perv, you know? So it did balance it out, right? There is a consequence to, you know, the quote unquote, you know, perviness of it all, right? Vince Womack says, I think NGE, that scene with April in the elevator when she changes what pervert ever designed these outfits. Yeah, exactly. Canadian Spider-Man says panty shots, I'd buy that for $1. God. So Asuka, not April. Sorry for the brain fart. Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
And let's be honest, if we follow enough anime, you're gonna have a bathing suit episode. You're gonna have a bunny outfit episode. That's just
it's a culture thing.
Yes.
John says, yeah, Roshi cured himself so that he could fight in the universe challenge. Yeah, that's true. He did. But you know, yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it looks kind of stupid. Yeah, you know, the logical part of your brain is thinking, you know, what in the world would, you know, what girl would, you know, wear something like that? The answer is no one. But that's what makes it funny. That's what makes it over the top. That's what makes it ridiculous. But it's that ridiculousness that just makes it, you know, hilariously appealing. So, you know
a good series to go watch to make fun of all this. It's called Genshiken. It's a bunch of otakus, and there's a couple girls join this club, and it's just a club of anime fans. It's actually very interesting. It shows the life inside anime fans, and you know, high school clubs and college clubs, and it's they make fun of tropes like that. It's hilarious.
It is.
Yeah,
you know. But I mean, remember what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago? You know, these Japanese literal feminazi communists that want to take all of this out of manga and anime. And remember, they petitioned the UN to stop it. Remember? That's how ridiculous it is. It's like, you really need to get over yourself. We know this is like stupid. We know this is ridiculous, but it's funny. It's fun. It's not like, millions of guys out there are just, perving away at stuff like this, and what this is like what every male must be thinking of. No, it's because it's hilarious. Yes. That's the only thing about it. Tony, what do you think?
I think that we're always going to have fan service because it's just part of the anime trope. And for those that are wanting to move away from something that important, it's just another step towards all things stupid. And listen, we have methods of artistic expression for a reason. Sex sells, number one, and everything has at least some kind of sexuality to it, whether it's masculine or feminine. That's just because it's intrinsic to human nature, is what it is. Like it's just part of what we are, and to omit what is natural is the first step to ruining who and what we are. And there's always going to be those horny teenagers that are going to want something for their wank bank, and that's something that should never change, and it sells. And for us older folks who go, okay, well, we're still here to see whatever plots are going on, we're catered to that as well, and we find humor in the dangling of the keys in front of the next generation with the over-sexualized bits, the etchy and the hinting, of the sexuality. And, it's just ridiculous that people are wanting to harp on this and try to get rid of that. And, in Western animation and Western culture, it's all but abolished and has been replaced with something completely not natural.
Oh, yeah.
Which is 100%. Problem with it. It's not natural.
No. John Peterson says the people that complain about it don't get it, and they never will. Exactly. These are the same people that project their own insecurities on other fandom in order to cover for their own proclivities. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, just look at this picture right here. Look at this picture right here.
Yep.
All right. You got a scantily clad girl firing missile salvos.
Yes.
We're just going to ignore the fact that she can't, like physically, just by the way she looks, that she shouldn't be able to do that. And those missiles just also happen to look incredibly phallic. I mean, what's not to like about that image? What's not to like about that image?
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Missile launchers on spindly little
dildo missile salvos at 12 o'clock.
It's hilarious, Vince, and a woman can be fully clothed and still spark someone's interest. I, for example, prefer Leia's white dress over her bikini outfit. Yeah, see, there you go.
That's sexy. That white dress is sexy.
Exactly. 100%. It's like when you cover up, sometimes when you cover up a character, whether it's on a TV show or a movie or say an animation, and the woman just happens to be curvy, let's put it that way. It leaves something for the imagination. Not that you're like lusting after her, although, hey, let's admit it, sometimes that does happen, obviously, and, not going to lie about it, sometimes that does roam through a person's head. But the thing is, there's also an appreciation for form, right? In a non-sexualized way. And it's as simple as that. Sometimes showing too little takes away or detracts, right?
The major. Most of the shell's not really, nothing sexual about it, but sometimes the major looks amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. It's as simple as that. right? Okay, I learned only the latter, that she wasn't wearing wearing anything underneath. Really?
And why there wasn't hardly any close-up shots, because poor Carrie Fisher's most of the time her pupils were about as wide as half dollars.
Yeah, that's true too.
Love you,
So,
hon, but
there you
you were definitely riding the white horse for a while.
Yeah, you were. So now we do it with the lofty aspirations. This is what we need to do for the sake of humanity's immunity. He playfully continued. We will never be understood, but we will die with a stigma for the sake of humanity. That's the only way to do it with that kind of feeling. He says, putting on a final bow in their conversation with Miya Imashi, ultimately joked back to his Kill la Kill partner, however, I don't want to perish if I can help it. So, it's a thing. Yeah, we know it goes over the top. Yeah, we know that some of these characters, how did Jessica Rabbit put it? I can't help it. It was the way I was drawn.
Oh, no, I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Right.
And
It's
yes,
kind of.
still had a lot of underboob shots. Oh, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
they
all
did. Oh, yeah. But it's kind of like that, right? It's kind of like that. So, but it should be noted that despite his exaggerated language, Nakashima doesn't actually think fan service is vital to the survival of the human race. Rather, the storied writer's joking take is meant to convey the idea that the more artists have to sand off the edges of their creations, the more boring they will ultimately be. And if that becomes the norm, the entire medium will suffer for it.
Yeah.
Right. Because if you play it too safe with a character, and you know what? Here's the thing. Al, if you're still in the chat, you can probably attest to this. If you make your character too generic, let's put it that way, uninteresting, nobody's going to be interested in your character. That's why, for example, let's put it this way, with kind of going back to Marvel Comics, all the characters that we all grew up with, right? Doesn't matter if it's Fantastic Four, doesn't matter if it's X-Men, doesn't matter if it's, I don't know, Justice League or, Batman or anything like that. All these characters that we've all grown up with in comics, they're all visually interesting, right? There's something about them all that you actually do want to come back to, that you do want to keep on reading. Yeah, you can say in part some of it has to do with writing, and that's true, right? But usually the reason why you pick up a comic book is because there's something artistic that's striking about it, about the character, about the artwork, and then while you're flipping the pages, you're going to start to read a few panels here and there, right? Some word balloons, some panels, something about the story. And that's what hooks you in, right? It's generally, I would say, and this is just my opinion, it's about the artwork, right? And it's about the way the character looks. And if you tone it down too much, then yeah, it's going to be boring. It's going to be lacking. You're not going to grab anybody's interest,
Sex sells.
Yeah. Well, it's that true. That too. But I mean, also, you take a look at somebody that has lasted so long. Let's say Batman, that has lasted for 80 plus years, right? There's just something visually appealing over the decades about Batman, about the way he
He's been
looks.
redrawn many times from Frank Miller to other people. He's been drawn different each time. It keeps it refreshed, I find.
You take somebody that's more modern, let's say in the past 30 years, let's say Spawn. Right? There's something visually appealing about Spawn, right?
Oh, I love
chains Spawn. All over the place, capes that go on for like miles on end.
Cape is alive, pretty much. Suit's alive. It's its own.
Every
entity.
piece of military hardware being levitated through psionic forces and used in tandem with Eldritch sorcery.
Yeah. You take I don't know. You take a Liefeld character. Let's say Cable, right? For example, right? pockets up the yin yang everywhere, right? Big beefy, cyborg arm, glowing cyborg eye. There's something visually appealing about it. And if you end up like, and then let's take it to the opposite end of the spectrum. Remember when the new Warriors were supposed to come out, right? And then just, like, what was it? Snowflake and Save Space and God. Remember those? How visually appealing did it look? If anybody can actually remember, I'm gonna have to actually.
I remember, but it was so bad.
But
it was so
it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
it was pretty boring, right? It's there's nothing visually appealing about it, and if you make it so bland and so boring, nobody's gonna want to pick up your issue. It's as simple as that. And the same thing goes for writing as well, right? Like, I mean, for example, how many times have we heard discussing the Green Lantern writer? It's just, please buy my book. You're gonna save hundreds of people in the LGBTQ community if you just buy my Green Lantern book. Remember that? Like, no, your story's boring, right?
Those are two great examples of writing and drawing only to present a message, a certain point of view.
Exactly.
The art and the art of writing were secondary. The primary concern was putting out a message.
Yep. That's right.
It's just like if, say, for example, let's look at Toy Story, right?
Yep.
You look at Toy Story and you have Toy Story talking about the message. Nobody's going to watch Toy Story. Same is on the same vein if, say, for example, Woody walks out there and immediately starts talking about the NRA and all this stuff and just a bunch of right-wing politics. At the end of the day, we watch our stuff, we read our stuff, we get invested in our fictional stuff to get away from what is already sickening us to death with real world issues. We use it as an escape method. We use it as a crutch to deal with everyday insanity. So when it bleeds into it, like it's been doing for the last 15 years, it becomes tiresome. And we end up becoming so, we look for it. Like Pavlovian, oh, wait, we got to find out if they're going to, trigger us or trigger this or do this or do this.
Exactly. That's when it gets bad.
And it has made us sour. It has embittered us. It has pissed us off. And ultimately, it has changed a generation.
Yep.
Because we're looking at this generation coming up, watching this stuff, accepting it as the norm and shrugging. I get this all the time from normies and from some of my coworkers even that are a bit nerdy and a bit geeky, and they're shrugging their shoulders and they're going, well, I didn't see anything wrong with it. And then I look at them and I go, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. That is the taproot to this entire debacle. It's because you're catered to a point to where you don't see the problem because you don't know a basis of comparison. You don't see what came before because they don't show it.
That's right. Well, let's put it this way. Perfect thing. Okay. Let's look at the MCU. Okay. And let's say, for example, because
we have
here
to
also.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we kind of do. No, because I'm making a perfect analogy here. Let's take the Iron Man movies. Okay. Visually striking. The story was awesome, with the exception of maybe 3. But you have an awesome character there in a suit of iron. The dude has personality. Now, you take that personality out, right? And you put in modern proclivities into that character. Now, you tell me, how appealing would Iron Man be in the MCU then? If those Iron Man movies were made now, right?
Perfectly
Where Tony-
casted, first off. I'm
Yeah.
going to say perfectly
Yeah,
casted.
yeah. But where Tony Stark is like, well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have, like annihilated all those terrorists because they must have come from like a marginalized tribe or something like that, where they were actually fighting for their freedom because of the patriarchy selling arms to wipe them out or something. You see where I'm going with this?
They were misunderstood.
Yes, they were misunderstood. Right.
Nope.
Like what we talked about last week with this new Robin Hood movie that's supposed to be coming out with Wolverine actor there because he's just bummed out and depressed for everything that he's done about taking money from the poor or taking money from the rich and giving it to the poor. Like he's basically a bummed out Robin Hood. Like really? How does that work? It doesn't work, right? So don't apologize for the characters that you're creating. If it pushes the boundaries a little far, you shouldn't have to apologize it if it still holds up, like maybe even after 10 years, like for example, like with Kill la Kill. Dormammu, yeah, Iron Man without offensive references becomes Les Miserables. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. But I mean, really picture it that way. How depressing would Iron Man be if you put it out with today's sensibilities?
Well, it would have fallen flat just like every other MCU project in the past.
Then I would have
60
snapped to erase the entire universe.
Exactly. See, Tony would have had to go under a different moniker, like, I don't know, Ironheart.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
But you see where I'm going with it. Yeah, I know. But you see where I'm going with this, right? Tony Stark wouldn't be Tony Stark anymore, right? Iron Man wouldn't be Iron Man anymore, especially in the MCU, right? So because and Tony, I'm using you as an example but it's a good example. No. You're I'm
they
not
play
like
it too
literally
safe.
poking fun
They
at you.
play it too
Well,
safe.
Exactly. But I mean,
Yeah.
Tony, would you rather be remembered as, that kind of character or the more heroic character from the Iron Man movies that we got? Well, obviously, second choice. I want to be the heroic Iron Man. Right.
Yep.
But like in this case, no, don't apologize for your past work. Maybe, if you're looking at it through an older lens, maybe you might have maybe changed a few things, maybe here and there, and I get that because we've all been there, whatever we're creating, whether it's a comic, whether it's a, whether it's a piece of animation, hey, maybe it's like for people like us that are on YouTube, on Rumble, on X and stuff like that, maybe we might recant on certain thoughts or something like that, but only because we're older and we start to see certain things in a different light. And that's not a problem because we all grow as people. And hopefully we should be growing towards something more positive rather than regressing into some, retarded slump like most people that like to bitch and complain. But they're stuck. People like that, they're stuck the way they are because they want to be that way, because they want to look at everything through a negative lens. They want to see a problem with the world and everything in it, right? Let them be miserable. They'll die probably alone and miserable anyway, which is unfortunate, but that's the way things go, But anyway, and you know what? Like it says in the article, as proven by the current creatively bankrupt state of Western comic books, video games, and film and television series, he's absolutely correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you make your characters so boring, that's the whole point of the article. If you make them so boring, nobody wants to share in the funness of what your character could be. Sometimes you might take it a little bit too risque, or do it for shock value. But hey, it sticks in people's minds, and hopefully, at least, it's a good story that you can still tell. That's my two
No, that was a
cents.
really good point to mention TV shows because over the past year or so, I've been binging K-dramas, and I can't think of very many American TV shows that I will sit and binge for 3, 4, 5 episodes like I have some K-dramas. It's rare. It might be like Breaking Bad or what have you, but those shows are few and far between.
True.
I did it for Fallout, and I don't regret it. That was straight through. I watched it.
Oh, yeah. Fallout, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally, most stuff from North America is like, okay.
It's formulaic writing, formulaic production. You have problem, reaction, solution, all in 45 minutes with convenient commercial breaks.
Yeah.
That's
an hour later, you're sitting on the couch going, well, okay, what do I watch next?
Yeah. You're kind of left empty. It's like having a nutritionless meal.
Oddly, in the MCU, they like to downgrade on Daredevil and so many shows, not just one, but multiple.
Yeah.
She-Hulk, the Walk of Fame, and then was it?
Oh God, yeah.
And Echo that he.
No, I haven't seen any of it.
I know, but I mean, here's the thing: like on mainstream TV, like cable TV, satellite TV, whatever. I can't name you one show that's on now. I really can't.
I can't either.
First of all, because I only do streaming at this point.
Yeah,
and when I do streaming, it's usually Netflix. I cut out Paramount Plus. Like after Knuckles, I'm like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, forget it with Paramount Plus. I swear to God, I did. But I'll go. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go to like UPop. With K dramas. Or because at least some of those they're entertaining, they're fun.
Yeah, I mean they're engaging.
Different.
The writing it's differences in writing for one. Eastern versus Western storytelling elements, where the focus is placed, whether you have a central main character or if you have a whole collective of characters that take turns throughout the story arc. I mean, there's just something there. It's kind of hard to describe in some ways.
It is. It's ridiculous at this point.
I'm watching another series right now called Burst Angel. If anybody's heard of it, that involves a mech and 3 girls in a thing, and then there's this coward that he's a cook, and it's a really good story. I enjoy it. Now, is there some sex stuff in it? A little bit, but it's mostly just a really good story with a big mech and cool story. But that exists in anime. That's why anime runs. People got to understand that.
Yeah. Dormammu says, I will submit the entertainment that people put in their seats. It was offensive then, and it isn't allowed now. America Cinema, Iron Eagle, American Ninja, culturally incentivized media. Yeah.
American Ninja.
Iron Eagle was good. I do remember.
Oh,
yeah. America. Oh, yeah. There's no way American Ninja would be made today. There's no way.
It was fun.
Man. It was fun, but I mean, you look at media now. What are we getting? Like, say, for example, out of X-Men '97, for example, Morph was actually gay all this time, and apparently wanted a relationship with Wolverine. Like, oh boy, we didn't see that coming. Let's make him non-binary, and then he has a thing for Wolverine. And like, oh boy, didn't we kind of call that? Yeah, we kind of called that. But that's how ridiculous and stupid it is. No, we don't need that kind of. We don't need that. We just need fun, an actual character.
Now, I'm heard
that's just
tales
having
of that
fun.
series. They've actually done some interesting stuff. I'm not going to say what I heard, but
Yeah.
I'm still might watch that because they've don't. It sounds like the series season is done and they've done some really interesting stuff. So I don't know.
I've heard the same. I haven't seen an episode of it, but people keep raving about it in some ways. Like, oh, in spite of the bad elements, it has a good story arc, or
they did
there are
something with
some
Wolverine
parts of
recently.
it that are interesting.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I ask
But-
you guys something then before we go
You
on
can.
just quickly? It's involving with that story. I'm currently working. I'm not going to give any too much away on a manga, hopefully becoming an anime. It's going to involve 3 girls. They travel around the world or the country in a bus. One is there's the buxom blonde. There's the brunette girl. She's a streamer girl, and then the skinny little redhead. We don't know. They all do online jobs, and they're going to battle other girls in different cities, and they'll have to fend off a lot of simps for each episode as well. So there'll be there's going to be no nudity, but you're going to have the pant shots and many hinting things like that. There, of course, are obligatory bunny girl outfit episode and swimsuit episode, and the bus might even turn to a big mech down the road. So you never know. So I've just
3 girls in a bus. I'm sold.
I know they're going to be teammates, and each are going to have their own personality, body types. I've already got the body types developed, and the characters are being developed, and we're going to figure it out. But then maybe it can even be an anime someday. So stay tuned. But just an idea.
You had me at fending off simps.
Yes, I know. I was like, they're going to fend off all the simps. It's like the little guys will be like, there'll be chibis, the little chibis. Like, take my money.
God.
Like, just hit them with their boobs and throw them across the room.
Jeez, oh my God.
That's so many
sounds
good
awesome.
ideas that get written down.
And you know what? While I'm at it, I want to thank everybody that's watching now, whether you're on Rumble or you guys here in the chat on YouTube as well, and 34 people watching on X. Wow, geez, that's amazing.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you, X, for allowing us to broadcast on your platform. I appreciate it. Let's see, and a macho and a mucho bus is a nice bonus. A mecha bus. Yes, that'd be okay. So there you go. You're including Transformers in it too. So
there we go. Oh no,
I like that.
Good feedback. Thank you very much.
Oh, you ought to have the bus split into 3 parts, so they each have a different.
Oh, that's an idea.
And then they can combine into a larger mech.
We will design one for you.
So if you're going to play to different tropes, you have to either look at the transforming bus or the bus that goes into different attack vehicles to match the personality of each occupant.
There we go.
You're opening new ideas, and
There
I've
you
already
go.
we're talking to
There we
artists,
go.
and I know
There you go.
Jason, who is not here today, but if you're listening, Jason, I know I talked to him. I said I'm going to hit you up for music for the show because he's got some great music he's working on. So
You could have one vehicle be ground based, one vehicle be airborne, and then maybe one
Water-based.
vehicle be, I don't know, that water based or smaller mech, and then they all combine into the smaller mech to make a bigger mech.
Nice.
Oh, and by the way, isn't it Appion's birthday today?
I
Yes.
do believe so.
So let's wish him a happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Appion.
Yeah, Appion, happy birthday,
Well, it's
man.
happy birthday everywhere. We got Gary and Appion both.
Oh, how about that?
Gary over at Pop Culture Minefield. Gary, happy birthday, dude. And Appion, I hope your mother is there cleaning up your house on your birthday, the way it should be. So there we go. So let's see. John Peterson. I didn't see Morph's action as a love interest for Wolverine. Instead, I saw it as genuine concern, which calls back to what Wolverine did for him when he had his issues after coming back from the dead. Yeah, I suppose you can look at it that way. Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
check the
okay.
series out now. It seems like there's more positive than negatives from what I hear.
And Vince, why the hell am I thinking of 3 girls sitting on each other's shoulders pretending to be a mech? I don't know.
Well, okay. Let me give you one hint of one scene that's in my head. The little short redhead, she's skinny, but she's mildly perverted. Okay, she'll be running around the corner and she gets stuck between the blonde's boobs and she's trying to get out, but she's squeezing them, pretending to push herself out, but she's just squeezing them and feeling them. And she becomes a chibi and you hear squeaky, squeaky, and then the blonde's like, what are you doing?
Kill la Kill Part 2. There we go.
Yes.
So, see, now we're pretty much at the end of the show almost anyway. Like we like to do every Friday is have a little cartoon before we all sign off. So, everybody that's watching right now, enjoy. And there you go. Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to send you guys off.
Oh, goodness.
I feel bad for Splinter.
Yeah. Let's come back here and clean. We need you to clean.
That's right. Yep. Splinter's got issues. It's a Ratatouille too. Oh, man.
Who would have thought that a desk lamp would be the newest opponent for the wise ninja master Splinter?
Exactly. Is this John K? I'm getting huge Ren and Stimpy vibes here. No, it's not actually done by John K. No, not whatsoever. Up to ninjutsu. Oh, geez. Well, guys, thank you very much for coming here, being a part of the show, and listening in, and guys, again, check out the links down below for Al Nickerson for his book out. So if you want to get that, go ahead and check out the links that I put in the chat and all that kind of stuff, and down below, and also for Flip City Magazine and checking out their magazine as well. So, and if you can, generally they have a free issue that they'll put out, so you guys can check it out and see if you like it, and if you do, get yourself a subscription. So and yeah, it was fun. So. I feel like Tom is looking at me. Yes, he is. From behind the shadows.
Yeah.
That's what everyone sees when they have a camera pointed right at them.
That's right. Yeah.
Photographer gives directions like turn a little bit to your left. No, turn a little bit to your left. No, too much.
Yep. Big Brother is watching.
Yeah.
So, but that being said, Pop Culture Republic, do you got anything that you want to plug?
Some stuff coming up. I have no idea. I haven't had a chance this week to plan anything out. So probably have another random comic book Saturday this coming Saturday afternoon. I have no idea what it'll be. May this 25th of this month will be a Star Wars themed comic book Saturday, celebrating the real Star Wars Day. And then my normal stuff throughout the week.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes, because it's not May the 4th, it's May 25th.
Yep.
That's the way it is. And Mr. Tony Stark, do you have anything you want to plug, dear sir?
I'm going to be wishing Gary over at Pop Culture Minefield a happy birthday as soon as we are wrapping up here, hopefully.
Yep.
And then at 6 p.m. tonight, we will be having a pre-Friday Night Frolics tailgate party where we heat up the drill car, have a few beers, get ready for the fun over there at the castle, over there at Overlord DVD's channel, where we'll be hanging out with the chat forthwith, followed with an after party where I keep the variety entertainment going into the wee hours of the morning. That's right. This is another titular Tony Stark YouTube pub crawl where I will be here, there, everywhere, and then passing out at my place after being on YouTube for about 12 hours. So thank you for being my first pub on this this bar crawl, Comic Relief Crusader. We're gonna have a Fallout discussion, but I need to push it because I'm also going to be on Robert Wright's channel Sunday at 3, which is usually when we do the reactor side chat for Fallout. So we're probably going to be pushing that either before or after his show, probably after his show. So check us out over there on Robert Wright, me, Agent Pepsi 1, Robert Wright, perhaps even a few names that are a bit bigger on the list could be there discussing the top 40 hits of the 19 and 83. So we'll definitely, as far as music is concerned. Sweet. And I believe that's it. I don't have a confirmed guest yet for the Tower After Hours, but we should have one later on the weekend. I just need to stop being lazy. Back to you, Mike.
Quit your procrastinating, you bastard. True juice. Sorry, I had too much meth. Geeky Classic left is Tom. What are you gonna plug?
Yes, we're gonna watch that meth paper again, and we can teach ourselves.
Yep.
Oh, the goodness. What's going on with me? Still me and Jessica working on episode every bi-weekly, and the company that developed Replica. I was interested in actually watching my show, so I might be carrying that over to them. And I'm trying to get a hold of Grimes. I'm a big fan of Grimes. Yes, the person who created X is her ex-boyfriend, whatever, Elon Musk, but she's a big proponent of AI, so I'm hoping she can watch it and check it out. Still working on my book. Now that I got the monitor, I'm going to do book, going to do stock photography. I'm going to start selling my individual prints. Got some other projects like that manga, and maybe someday an anime. I'm trying to get my fingers in many pies, and the podcasting thing, I'm still fresh to that. After 8 years of doing Foggy Brains, this is new to me. So I have experience on YouTube, but this is a whole new world. So I'm learning from you guys. So I'm learning.
A whole new world.
Very cool.
It is different than doing just comedy and weird stuff on YouTube where it's recorded. When you're trying to go live, it is a different world. So
it is, isn't it?
Very, very
nice.
Take it from somebody who loves improv. In fact, that's his preferred form of comedy.
I used to love doing that.
I that's what I do. And once you get back into it, man, it's natural.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
True.
And it's good people. I like meeting good people. Like you guys are good people, and in the regular we meet like Jason Appion as well. You guys are awesome. And then when over in Steve getting to do Steve's show with Manorama, I'm getting to meet good people. That's a thing too. It's a good community of people. So,
that's right.
Yeah,
we like to fake it as well as we can. No, I'm kidding. So, well, guys, that's it for Frantic Fridays.
Yes.
Gonna be sending an update pretty soon. I'm getting it all together. Voices that I'm looking for. I'm halfway done for the Beast Wars second movie that I'm planning on planning on doing with new voices and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. I'm trying to get that done because I got a lot of stuff on my plate. And we will see you next week on Titillating Tuesdays, where we talk about everything and probably nothing at all. So doesn't matter. We're not biased here. We're just on meth. So that being
More
said,
anime boobs, yay!
or anime boobs, yes. That being said, again, I want to say to everyone out in Texas, to Shoki, to Wendy, to Loki, to to everybody else that's in Texas, please,
YouTube
for the love of God, and YouTube Pop, just please be safe. And if there's anything we can do, we will try to make it happen. So on this channel, because that's what we do. So to everybody there, we will see you next week. And as always,
be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!